Hello, I'm Professor Sky Payne, and I spend way more time thinking about video games than I do playing them. But that's not to say that I never play video games. See, when I grew up, I played a ton. That was basically all I did. Then I had kids, and I basically stopped. And then, in the last couple years or so, I've started playing video games with my kids. And the game they like playing more than anything else is Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. So Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out, and they made me get it for them like as their Christmas gift 10 days before Christmas. And I had the same problem I always have. I just don't like Smash Bros. I don't like it. I don't get it. I think it's stupid. It's just smashing buttons and it has no skill whatsoever. And I'm positive of that fact. Except one thing keeps bothering me. Why do my kids keep beating me at Smash Bros if it's only about luck? Why do my kids' friends beat them every single time? Clearly there has to be some kind of skill here, but I never understood what it was. And this really bothered me. It's not like I didn't try, I mean, when Brawl came out, I got it. I tried playing it. I didn't really like it. And then when my kids started playing, I got the one for Wii U, and it was awesome for them. But for me, I could just never stay on the stupid platform, and I never knew what the moves were, and it was all just stupid kid stuff. I even went super retro and got the game for N64. I think that's part of my problem. You see, I'm 41 years old. And this came out when I was like 21. So I was basically through video games. I was into my young man's life of going around and doing stuff that wasn't video games. So I was completely invested in Mario Kart, but not at all in the whole Smash Bros. Industry. But I've been trying to understand. I watched the amazing Innuendo Studios video on esports, and I really wanted to like Smash Bros, but I never really did. But over the last couple days, since Smash Ultimate came out, I've started to love Smash. And there's a reason why. And I realized what it is after watching a different video by Did You Know Gaming about Masahiro Sakurai, the creator of the game. Now, there's a lot of videos out there about Sakurai, and they all basically say the same 3 or 4 things, so I'll summarize them here. See, he was the creator of a character called Kirby. And this is another whole... I'm going to make a guess here. There's very few people over the age of 40 who care at all about Kirby. Because that came out in 92 for Game Boy. And at that point, I was already basically off of Game Boy and only on to the consoles. So I didn't care about Kirby. It looked like it was for kids. I mean, up until about a week ago, I didn't know the difference between Kirby and Jigglypuff. I knew one of them was a Pokemon, and the other one wasn't, but I couldn't figure out which was which. But in watching this video, and the videos like it, I started to understand that Kirby is its own thing. And that Masahiro Sakurai has a very clear vision about video games. He wants them to be immediately accessible. Not like 5 minutes, but immediately accessible for the beginning player. But also really deep for players who want more. Now, I've heard this so many times, and it just kind of glossed over my head, and maybe that's what it's doing for you. Oh, gee, thanks, Sky. Thanks for creating this new channel, for telling me the same thing that everyone's been telling me. But the thing is, I think he does it so well that you don't even know he's really doing it. Like, I couldn't understand how Smash could be anything other than just playing, and why people were good, because it was so seamless. It's the ideal of video games, but it's rarely done. Apparently this is called Kirbyism amongst some video game circles. I don't know, I looked it up, I couldn't find a definition. But this goes against what I grew up with. And maybe some of you are like me. I grew up with Mortal Kombat 3, Street Fighter 2, Killer Instinct. Games that were the opposite. There was no easy entry. I remember playing my buddy Ted in Killer Instinct after I'd been playing for 6 months. And I'm like, hey Ted, come play the game with me. Brutal combo, brutal combo. And I just completely whooped him. And he had no chance. And he's like, yeah, Sky, that's great. And he wouldn't play with me. I tried to get him to play a second game, and he wouldn't play. What the Kirbyism is, or whatever it is that Sakurai has done, is, I thought it was going to be like Othello. You know the slogan for the board game Othello? A minute to learn, a lifetime to master. With Smash Bros, it's not a minute to learn. You don't even need the minute. It's just, bam, you already know. Just turn the thing on and you can play. A lifetime to master. It's even easier than just a minute. I mean, the evidence is I played over the weekend with my girlfriend and my kids, and she hasn't played a video game literally since 1990 and the original Super Mario Brothers, and she was able to pick it up and play. Of course, she didn't win, but she played and had fun. So that's the way that I've learned to love Smash Bros. Initially, I thought of it sort of in the N64 mode of things as being another Mario Kart, another Mario game. I mean, even the name Smash Bros is like Mario Bros. I thought it was connected. You see that on the front there? That's Mario right there. I thought he was the star. I thought it was just another in the Mario series. But it's not. It's not even a Nintendo game with a lot of different video game characters. It's a Kirby game. It's a Kirby fighting game series. It's the first Kirby game I've ever played. That's the heart of the game. Nothing else. The rest of the characters is just bonus. It's completely the Kirby ethos. It's Kirbyism in a fighting game. And once I can accept that this is like the perfection of a kind of video game that I didn't even think could be perfected, I have learned to love Super Smash Bros. And I think there's evidence of the importance of Kirby and the idea of this by the fact that Kirby's the only thing that survives the sort of Infinity War snap at the beginning of Smash Bros. The game starts, every character dies, 74 out of 75, except for Kirby. And okay, you could think, oh, it's just because Sakurai created him and that's why. I don't think so. I think it's setting out the idea that the way you feel playing as Kirby, this character who just floats and floats and floats and floats, and you never feel danger. Like when you play as Kirby, you never feel the danger when you play as any other character in the game. And I think he wants you to feel that, and that's the ethos of the entire game. As if to put too fine of a point on it, after last night, I watched that video and I got inspired, and I watched a whole bunch of other videos, like basic Smash Bros technique, like how to not fall off the stupid edge every single time, how to use like every button. I guess there's 2 attack buttons. I didn't really know. Did you know that you can press a button to jump? You don't have to break your thumb? I also didn't know that. So I watched the videos, and this morning I sort of dropped my kids off late and we played Smash Bros for like half an hour. Or not that long, I don't know. We played basically 3 rounds. That was 15 minutes. I'm not a bad father, I promise. And I won. I won the first game. I selected randomly, as I always do. I like seeing the different characters. And I won as Wii Fit Trainer, which is pretty hard to do. And then I played the second game, and I won again. This time I won as, I think, Lil Mac. And then the third game, I lost. Now see, what's amazing is I have an older son, a younger daughter, and myself. And the older son almost always wins. Always, always, always. And my daughter almost never, never, never wins. In any video game that we play. Like especially Mario Kart, my daughter gives up and she plays what we call hop and honk. She just sits in 8th place and just hops and honks and doesn't move at all. But in Smash Bros, it's different. So here we were. I won these 2 games. I beat both of them. I felt good. And on the third game, I lost. And who did I lose to? I lost to my daughter. And what character was she playing? She was playing Kirby. All right. Well, until next time, that's me saying, Dad, stop.